Hi friends, it's Tina here with Currysutra. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just getting it up and running again. Posted a video yesterday on how to make some vegan tempeh salad. It's kind of a twist on a Waldorf salad. And I hope that you like it. And today I'm making one of my absolute favorite recipes. It will be in my cookbook. It's called Rajma Masala, which is essentially a curried red kidney bean curry. And it is just delicious, really easy to make, and I'm gonna show you how to do it really fast in a pressure cooker today. Okay, so what you're gonna need is some kidney beans. You can get the raw ones and then soak them and then boil them, or it's just easier just to get a can of organic red kidney beans in the can. And I love Trader Joe's, so here's my Trader Joe's. And then you're gonna need some tomato paste, fresh tomato, onion, garlic, and some spices, as well as some salt and olive oil, okay? And if you prefer not to use olive oil, you could use coconut oil. You can also use grapeseed oil, or alternatively, you could probably try some avocado oil. I haven't done that before, but I'm gonna use olive today, okay? So first thing is we wanna prep our onions. So you wanna dice our onion. I have a yellow onion here. I'm making 2 cans, because I feel that a lot of people are going to eat it in my household, and we might turn them into nachos as well. So I'm just going to spare myself and make 2 cans and double the recipe, okay? So I'll have the recipe online for you guys as well on my channel, which is Currysutra. Also, if you are on Instagram, would love for you guys to follow me there. That channel is also handle is Currysutra. So bear with me while I get YouTube back up and running. It's a lot of prep, so I was hesitating for a long time, but I have so many fans that really love my cooking, and I specialize in plant-based. I do a lot of vegan cooking and vegetarian, so I'm happy to share my passion and my recipes and skill with you all. Please, leave me feedback, and of course, always ask you guys to like and comment and subscribe. I want to be able to spread the word. These onions are super strong. I hope I don't cry. They're super, super strong. Yikes. Okay. Sometimes I rinse them in cold water. It actually works for me. I don't know, for some people it might be a myth, but whatever works, right? And whatever tickles your pickle. Okay, so I feel like I have enough onion here. It's about 1 1/2, so I'm gonna save my other half for another time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, those are so strong. I'm gonna fire up a pressure cooker, and so that we can get our onions here sauteed. Okay, I think you guys can see this, yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Trying not to cry here. Okay, so we'll let our pan heat up, and I kind of preheated it before we started the video. I'm gonna put in some olive oil, and here's the time that I put on my reading glasses, aging, and it'll just help me to see better. Okay, and we're just gonna coat the pan. Okay, and then after that, I have my handy dandy masala daba, which is a spice tin, and it has all these wonderful spice. They're all aromatic. I love to have music in the background, so sorry Alexa is playing. Just helps me with my vibe and zen in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm adding some cumin seeds, okay? And then to that, we're gonna add our onions. I don't know if you can hear, kind of sizzle, okay? All right, so, and then before I do the onions, I'm gonna add some bay leaf, okay? All right, bay laurel. Okay, now we're gonna throw in our diced onion. You hear that? Your pan is nice and hot and ready to roll. Okay. Onion in there. Something to stir it with. Okay. All right, so saute that until they're translucent. Woo. All right, so the next thing is going to be my tomatoes, but I'm going to get them prepped and ready, and we're going to dice them. It helps to have a very sharp knife or a serrated knife, okay? So dice up your tomatoes. I'm using Roma. You can also use beefsteak tomatoes. This is not a problem. I'm using 2 in this recipe because I have 2 cans of kidney beans. And then I have some tomato paste that I've already used. So I have about half a can left. I'm going to use that up. That's about 3 ounces of tomato paste that I'm going to use. Okay, and then let me tell you about a trick that we do for our garlic, just because I cook so much. And I also have a cooking school in the Bay Area. And so we are doing so many corporate team building classes and, you know, constantly cooking. And we don't want to reinvent the wheel many times. So I do sometimes offer this to my students, but definitely in my home, I have peeled the garlic. I have put it in a food processor and minced it. And then I put it in a neutral oil, like a vegetable oil, and I leave it in my fridge. So it's all ready to go. We just have to spoon it in and we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time we need garlic. It stays good in the refrigerator for weeks, okay? So that's like a little restaurant tip. Okay, stirring our onion. Okay, see that? Onions in there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to add some salt. This is kosher salt, do not be afraid. Yes, this is a seashell. My mom's mom, my grandma, my nanny, she would use this when she would do her cooking. So my mom passed it on to me and I love it. So clean seashell, okay. All right, and then I'm gonna add to that some spices. So I'm gonna start off with adding my curry powder, okay. Remember, we're doubling it because I'm making 2 cans, okay. And then I have some cumin powder, I have some coriander powder, and just a little tad of red chili. I'm not a fan of very spicy food. Okay, I'm gonna put in just a little bit more curry powder. Okay, now we're going to stir that, okay. And then right away, I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. Okay. I'm going to clean as I go. And then we're going to give that a stir. You can see that. Okay. It already smells so wonderful in here. Okay, and now what we're going to add is our tomato paste. Actually, you know what, before that, so back up a tad. After the onions are translucent, we're gonna add in our garlic. Okay, my bad. I would do about 3 to 4 cloves per can of kidney beans. Okay, let's let that cook for like 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna add my tomato paste to that. Okay, so we're all set there. Tomato paste goes in. About, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, fine. Okay. And I really think you're gonna love this recipe, so you also might want to double it. And like I said, we're gonna probably make some Rajma nachos from part of this. I love just eating it with rice and yogurt. So now we have our mixture here, okay? To that, we're gonna add our pre-rinsed kidney beans, the star of the show, okay? They go in. Beautiful. Smells so good. It's a very similar recipe to do Chana Masala too, which is chickpea curry. But Rajma curry is like the Indian chili, you could say. Okay, so we mix that. Okay, so now what you want to do is add some water. So I just use the can of the kidney bean and I fill that up. And I'm gonna add, I like it, I don't like it too soupy. I kind of like it chili style, like chunky. And so I think I'm gonna do 1.5 cans, okay? And just regular water from the tap. Okay. again, I don't want it too soupy, so. Okay, so maybe 1 can and a quarter. We'll recycle that later, as well as this. We'll keep our spoon for taste testing later. Okay, so now you just stir all that together, and then we're going to put the lid on our pressure cooker, and voila! So once the pressure builds, after about 2 to 3 minutes, then I turn it off, okay? So I will tune back in once the pressure starts to build, and we'll resume our session from there, okay? See you in a bit.